All right, so good morning again, everyone. I've been meaning to do a call with the group all week. Finally got the chance, so here goes. I think there's a news coming out at 8:30. That gives us about 21 minutes to prepare. I'm gonna walk through my entire process for the day, just to give you guys some, I guess some more insights. So you've all seen this analysis, what I'm expecting. So I'm gonna be hinging on that a lot. Okay, so daily order flow, bearish at the start of the week. Here, drawn liquidity is lower, and first and most obvious one would have been failure swing, because we always anticipate failure swings to hold liquidity. That's 1209, pretty close to 12,000, which makes this level and 12,000 next logical drawn liquidity. So if you follow me on Twitter, sometime last week in here, I mentioned that I wanted to see 12,000. This is why. Now that I have my daily drawn liquidity, every day I go into the market, I'm checking, did we get here or not? Since we started here, here's a failure swing that's just below here. So this would have been the first draw. Could put that on the line. Not going to put that on since I've already passed that, and this is where we are right now. So right now, we can see that price traded into the low of this candle, which is the failure swing. 12004.7, and this is, yeah, so a little bit below it. Failed to close below. So as usual, once we fail to close below, anticipate run on previous day's high. So the drawn liquidity is now that. And I move lower. Moving lower for my next drawn liquidity. This guy took out this low, so not looking at this to be the draw. This dipped into an old order block coupled with a fair value gap. So I'd be looking at that low as the next drawn liquidity, which is the high of the fair value gap. The range that we're trading in is going to be from this low, that high. Equilibrium is roughly about the weekly open. That's all I need from the daily chart. And I immediately jump to M5. On M5, as usual, I need, let's just, what today's Thursday, my bad. I need this and this. So this is the previous day's high. I'm just going to put that annotation on because I'm not going to use the indicators. So PDH. That's previous day's high. So I'm anticipating around on previous day's high because the previous day, yesterday, failed to close below, I guess this. It wouldn't be that. I think I moved it. Failed to close below the daily failure swing, which means if I'm still bearish, I would expect a failure swing on the M5 from the previous day to be the current drawn liquidity. Here's the previous day's delivery. Just going to tag 4 AM for good measure. That's the previous day. Everything below after 4 PM is irrelevant. So now my downside drawn liquidity would be this candle's low. There we go. Low hanging objectives. It's going to tag the open price right there at 4 PM. So this is my day now. I'm looking for a run on previous day's high. That's already done. My day starts right there. Start looking for trades. So since upside draw is met and I'm bearish, I'm looking for a run on buy side or a premium array. When we took previous day's high right here, it happened prior to 4 a.m. So discrediting it. Between 4 a.m. and now, this is now the highest high. So I would like to see the highest closing up candle right here. And I'd be interested in using that for a short. Hasn't closed as yet, so wait. Above there, inside all of that day from way over here, is there anything of significance I could look out for? There's this swing, pretty efficiently traded, overlapping wicks and all. So no need to factor that into my calculations. So at 8:14, I'm waiting for an up candle to close. I want to see if it takes this high, and I want to see willingness to trade below that up candle's low. Then I start looking for shorts. News is coming out at 8:30. So that might be kind of like a deterrent for me to kind of just hold off a little bit, and then that should be all. No rush. If it happens before I get in, no big deal. If it screams higher before I get in, again, no big deal, because we are managing and respecting the risk. So until we get that close, I guess I can open the mic to some questions. Feel free to ask your questions. If no questions, then that's fine. We just wait. Sing us a song. Is that my bestie, Leon? What was that FS draw? Wait. Somebody said, what was that FS draw for today you showed? Go to the daily chart, look below the weekly open, and look for the failure swings. Do you mark weekly or monthly? I don't go to the weekly or the monthly. Occasionally, I'll check the monthly at the start of the month. Outside of that, I think it's pointless to look at a price move that's based on a monthly and then try to trade it the next day, because you may or may not get confirmation. It's a monthly chart. It's a lot of time. So if my analysis can't help me to trade now or tomorrow, what am I doing? Investing in analysis? No. So monthly, weekly levels, I think they're pointless. My model doesn't need them. If you're finding success with them, by all means, have fun. Do you think there is significance to 942? 942, it depends on what you're doing. There can be significance if you're trading particular cycles. By itself, 942 is irrelevant. What is a failure swing? Your reason to go and study. If you don't know what a failure swing is, you need to go and study. After news today, possible longs on NQ. So for Nasdaq right now, I'm still leaning on DXY 105. So I want to see lower prices on Nasdaq, because yesterday failed to close below the failure swing. Again, the logical buy side run is to be expected. Expect the buy side run. Don't predict it. You might not be able to trade it. Just expect it. If the news pushes higher, then I watch the delivery. That's it. I'm not personally looking to go long, because we're already above previous day's high. If this was maybe lower and previous day's high was not tapped and yesterday didn't close below the objective, I'd look for a long. But in this case, there is no need to, because we're already above what would be my drawn liquidity. Can you go over gold and AU when waiting? I deleted gold and AU. I realized I was stacking my watch list With pairs I don't trade, and I didn't like it, so I cut them out. But yeah. This is hella time. Shamar? No, I have to be realistic. You have to
Oh
be
Lord.
realistic.
I
Um,
love my use.
it doesn't matter how much you want to help somebody, you have to give them the chance to help themselves. You can't give everything. Nobody could say they want to be good at trading and they haven't utilized the internet, which is a free resource, to get some work done. So yeah, be realistic. DXY is bullish. Yeah, I'm still looking at 105 for DXY. I'll pop to the daily chart again and show you. I'm just scroll through. The gap between 2942 lines can be what? I don't know that theory. I've never seen it. Yeah. What do you think about Euro odd? Euro odd and GBP odd generally does the same thing as DXY. Back when I used to trade them both, if I was bullish DXY, I would go long Euro odd. If I was bullish DXY, I'd go long GBP odd as well. I haven't looked at them in a while, like a long while, but that's how I used to trade them. Do you view DXY intraday or mainly just on the daily time frame? There are times if you're looking at the correlation between DXY and another pair and delivery is choppy, you can't really see what your peer is doing. I believe it's perfectly logical to hop to DXY and say, what's going on here? And yeah. So at the moment, we have one candle that closes above here. If I'm to go short, using my previous analysis, I don't want to see the low of that candle get taken out. Previous day's high is that there? I need something that is more visible. So I'm going to put a red line there instead and take this blue line off. So here, realistic analysis, no form-fitted data, no trying to prove or anything. I'm looking for 30 USD today, pass. Okay, that's good. That's good. So now this candle should be important. This candle right there, that up candle. I'm gonna watch that. I guess I could go as far as to tag the opening price of this guy since it closed above here. Nothing else to do but watch. 9 minutes. So I guess we could do a little bit more analysis and study the delivery that's happening so far. US 30. Nah. US 30 doesn't entice me. It's too fast. Well, I don't know. I just stuck with NAS. ES too slow. It's like Goldilocks on the three indices. One is too slow, one is too fast, and this one is just right. I like this delivery. This delivery suggests that the next time we move, prices are going to be very fast. This delivery suggests that the next time price moves is going to be fast. Why? So watch how we're trading right here. Big down move. Rebalanced. Finding support at 4 a.m. Now we're pushing higher. That should be interesting. I've already shown willingness to close, so this guy could go higher. If that's the case, I will look for where is the logical drawn liquidity. I'd hate to see them push to 12.5 today after I've been waiting for it on Monday. But be realistic. Looking at the chart, we're not trying to form fit, we're just looking for confirmation. We believe it's bearish, or the daily chart is bearish. I think somebody said you can't believe something, and I know it. And I know the daily chart is bearish. So now it's all about what confirmations would you want to see to go short? Order block is not taking. Somebody probably trying to sell this. And if it plays out, they'll say, I got a sniper entry. Did you though? You got a good guess. Unless you're looking at M1, which I'm not looking at M1 right now. You want to allow for your confirmations to form. Learn to be patient. That's an interesting idea, Med. Why? You want, let's take a look at DXY. Is DXY bearish? Let's see here. This is DXY 4 AM. All that delivery. If we close above here on DXY, I'm bullish. So the moment DXY gets above 104.5, it got really close to 105. I'm bearish. I'm bullish. For now, there is no confirmation that this is bearish. We just open the chart and it's moving lower. That's not enough. That's not enough. Form fitted logic. Bearish DXY today? Possible. If it's bearish, then I won't short. If I don't get a bearish confirmation, I won't short. If I don't get a trade, that's fine. When you only look for confirmations, you don't worry about missing a move. No money lost. One more M5, and then we see what's up. Let's see. Yeah, we are waiting for news, Mr. Williams. About 104.5 DXY to the moon. We could see a push higher on DXY, maybe 106, but for now, I need to see willingness to get to 105. Chris asking me if most of my students use my model or some of it. That's an interesting question. I'd like to think the majority of them use it because they can see what it do daily and we discuss it daily. So I believe so. Anyone not using my model is probably not active in the chat. They don't talk to me. They don't do, I don't know. You know, some persons just camp out in a group. No sharing, no discussing. Winning or losing, they keep it to themselves. Suffer in silence. I don't know why. Pretty sure there are some persons like that there. So many different ways you can build a model around. Oh, yeah. You have to be realistic, guys. It's realistic. So this is previous day's high. This is the high that's in the market right now. This is the order block we're looking for. What if it drops and it never retraces? You don't get a trade. Realistic equals 600. You guys are funny. Actually, I expected more questions because a lot of persons been asking questions in the chat. Okay, you guys shy. What's your question doing? What is the new week opening gap? You're trying to get me shot, right? But by definition, we all know what it is, right? ICT talked about it. It's the gap from some time to another time. I personally haven't looked at it. Why? I have no intentions of implementing it in my model. Shiny penny syndrome, I don't have it. What are the main confirmations that you look for based on your model? That's a good question. That's probably the best question so far. What are the main confirmations? So to keep myself in check from over trading, overthinking, over analyzing, whenever I'm bearish, there are only two things I care about. Number one, did we run buy side? Number two, do we have a premium array? Once I can find the answer to those questions, I have a if this then that approach. If I'm bearish, buy side not taken, allow for buy side. Once that's taken, order block definition. Once the order block is formed, wait for a market structure shift, then order block validation, then you enter. If the order block is validated and there's no market structure shift, you don't take that trade because the order block is likely to be rated again. Couple seconds until the news. If it spikes higher, perfectly fine. If it drops, I'd not want to see them go below here. If it fails and then it retraces, then that would be entertaining. That's it. How uneventful. So first 5 minutes of the news, allow them to whipsaw. 9:30 open, allow for the first 5 minutes to whipsaw. Any news event, just allow for the first 5 minutes to whipsaw. So this is not telling you that it's bullish. It's not telling you it's bearish. That's just the whipsaw from the first 5 minutes. So allow it to play out. How many models do you have in total? My model is not a pattern. It's an understanding. The entirety of my model is an understanding and not a fractal. With that understanding, there are many fractals that you will encounter, experience, and that will tell you how to create your own, which may be similar or different from mine, or how to just read the price action. Allow it. Let's take a look at DXY. DXY running up. Nice. So bullish. Retracement below 104.4. Should send this guy higher. This leg has no inefficiency. No FEGs down here inside this candle. Everything above 104.501 is one-sided. Price tapping that to go higher makes sense. What time is it? Still too early. Still too early to overthink it and try to force analysis. SMTs are relevant for my model. Yeah, everything here is validated now. I'd like to short this. I would like to short this, but I don't have an entry.
Why no? Oh, I think there's a
Oh, click sell here? Nah, that's madness. Where do I put my stop? Whenever you're thinking about FOMOing into a trade, just ask yourself, where do I put my stop? And that will usually tell you that, hey, this is madness. Absolute madness.
7-3 AM for natural cash.
11,800. But at first, yeah, but firstly, let's see weakness. Yeah.
Probably go 12-130.
12-130 and then push.
And no favor leg up and can get an entry.
All right, let's see what the daily range here looks like so far. Not bad. Should retrace now. What time is it? All right, so 2 minutes of retracement, perfectly fine. Do you mainly lose daily time frame for PDRs? I use the daily time frame for two reasons: order flow, drawn liquidity. That's it. Everything else is time and price or time and market structure, which is the same thing on a M5. You use volume imbalances in your model. Volume imbalance is a market structure. If it's printed inside of whatever price range I'm using to trade at the moment, then I'll factor it in my decision, because the efficiency of a price range is very good for determining retracement points. All right, so 1 minute until this candle closes. Then I get interested in here. I think the next news event on my calendar was at 11. Where would the reclaim OB be here on NAS? The reclaimed order block is the order block that was, or its high was traded through prior to your entry. The order block has already been decided. This is the guy. We took the high, perfectly fine, because it was not validated as an order block yet. It was just an up candle. This now is what makes it valid. Nine. Okay, within 10 pips, almost 20. That's fine. For my fastest out. Guys are crazy. Did you just swear on the call? Me? Can't recall. From your earlier videos, you did not use the higher time frames that much. What changed? I'm trying to not have my trades look like I'm showing off. I'm sharing the whys behind my setups. I could go to a M1 and probably be trading this already, but I don't
Brother,
need
you know, so you are the M1 boss, brother. I know. Yeah, just supposed to stick to it, man. You.
No. I'm at
Yo,
that, I'm at that point now.
first time I see you trade M1, you know, I say it every day. I'm mad. Every
Nah,
really start reading, man. I say, this is most I work for you.
yeah, H1 order flow and M1 entries has been my go-to for the longest while. But I found that most persons who see my M1s, they try to emulate M1 and use market structure only. But when I'm trading M1, I'm trading time, specific minute markers, all that stuff. So it's easier to share when I use M5. Would I go to the low or open up that OB? Low, by definition, open for precision. Someone tagged me on Twitter about an efficient CB. An efficient CB. When was that? Oh, it wasn't an efficient CB. He was talking about an idea I shared, that when you're looking at a price range, because we've seen so many persons just draw retracements, we just assume that there's always a retracement, and that's madness. So in a previous video, I mentioned that if you truly look at the delivery inside the range, it will tell you if there is a need to retrace. Like this, beyond tapping 50%, there is no need to retrace inside here. Once this starts going low, I'm not expecting anything support oriented. This low should go, because there is no inefficiencies inside this range. So market seeks inefficiencies on retracements. Yes, markets also seek internal liquidity. So internal order block lower, perfectly fine. There are no inefficiencies right here. And I know you want to argue about this FEG. That's not an inefficiency. Will you be doing another mentorship? Another mentorship? You mean if I'm going to accept new persons? Not really. I don't plan on accepting new persons, but there have been persons who were recommended that I did accept. They're persons who I've been talking to for a very long time, and I kind of watch them grow. You know, I guess out of, I don't know how to say it, because it's not kindness. Out of whatever, I just said, you know, it would be a good idea to help this person. I took them. Outside of that, I don't plan on, you know, saying, guys, buy my course. Accept a brother. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the trading community that's a little bit funny. You start posting a chart showing that you can trade. Everyone says, teach me for free. Don't do a service because you're the realist. All right, cool, fine. You're trading comfortably. Person start reaching out. I've been trading for a while. Can you help me? I'm like, well, Telegram is free. You have a Telegram channel. Persons are watching, you're giving advice, and persons say, I want more. Teach me more. I'm like, okay, I guess the best way to explain this would be on a call, one-on-one. So how about a one-on-one, quote unquote, mentorship? Sure. You start doing that. And of course, you get the usual. You said you'd never do a mentorship, you'd never sell a service. Why are you doing it now? Then you have some person saying, thank you for helping me. You're seeing persons with results that are simple, phenomenal. You're just happy that you're able to share your model with someone. Then you run into the folks who just want to take it and pretend as if they were the ones who studied it. They were the ones who figured it out. There's always going to be stuff like that. So then you have to be careful about the persons who you share your artwork with. I'm not obligated to teach. I'm not obligated to share or do anything. I enjoy it, so I do it. So then more persons want to get in. So you're like, okay, fine, I'll get more persons. I'll help more persons. And then somebody impersonates you and they start scamming somebody. So then you say, how am I going to fix this? All right, if by me saying I'm going to accept persons are getting scammed, let me stop accepting persons, openly say I'm not accepting so nobody gets scammed. So I stop accepting. And persons reach out and say, accept me. I'm like, how do you please everybody? Some persons saying it's a good idea to stop because persons are impersonating you. Other persons are saying, I've been doing this for a long time. I really want your help. So then I created a little bit of a recommendation system, I guess. I believe there's a lot of love in the community, a lot of respect. Persons are doing really good. So if you're in and you know someone you trust enough to share with, go ahead. Just tell them, I'll accept them. I have no intentions of seeking clout. I don't go around telling anybody to watch my YouTube unless they ask me for something I covered in a video. I'm not a content creator.
At the same price we're getting?
Huh?
At the same price they're getting?
Yeah.
So the price in Jamaica.
The only thing, Shamar, is that
Sorry,
you?
yeah.
All right, we'll talk. Just DM me and we'll talk.
Right.
Yeah, but you have those who they see a chart, like they will see you post a chart online, and they will think it is automatic that if I talk to that person here, you know, my trading will go improve, everything will go all right, and you have to develop one system to filter out like the persons who definitely just do it for the wrong reasons.
True, because again, I had this Telegram channel for maybe about 2 years or maybe over a year, and I think I've showed enough my own trades. I don't share the analysis. I've outlined what I expect. You've seen it play out. You've traded it. I don't think I need to prove anything else to anybody about where that's concerned. So when somebody reaches out and they say they want to join, and I see them like you can automatically know if somebody is not a good fit for the community based on what they're. So if you're wondering, yes, I'm looking for this short. Just popped out my phone. Some persons just, again, just not the right fit. And that's not a knock against anybody, but I'm way more comfortable if somebody learns my model, they just trade it and they make money and that's it. You don't have to shout me out or anything. Just make your money and cool. But then there's some persons who want to learn it and then share it. Why? There's no public service. There's no, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Persons trade for different reasons. Persons trade for different reasons. And you can't save everybody. As much as you'd love to, you can't help everyone. I could give persons access to the video library. I tell them exactly what videos to watch. They'll watch a video and expect it to just turn something on in their brains. If it was easy like that, everybody would be doing it. Just put the work in. It's not easy. Like I said in a post, nobody can make it easy. It just helps you to put your process into perspective. This right here is an entire process. Daily order flow, daily draw, M5, time, wait. That's an entire process. But is there an idea of breaker block here on NAS? No. I wouldn't use this as a breaker because of all of this inside here. If we had this high left intact, then an expansion ran the high and came low, that would be a breaker. This to me is not relevant. $8.46, no entry. Somebody probably saw the breaker and like, ha, good thing I didn't listen to him. You know, one of the funniest things about trading is it doesn't matter how much you show consistency. It doesn't matter how much you show consistency. There's always somebody trying to one-up you. It's almost like two persons can't be successful together. One person must win and the other person must lose. I don't know where this mentality came from, but it's madness.
You know what's even more funny, Kish? You see that short-term head that just got created? That is absolutely perfect for my model.
Rule number 7.
Pigs are about to get slotted in the middle.
Yeah. So no rush. Missing a trade means no money lost. You may not have made what you wanted to make for today, but no money lost. Why is that not something that everybody understands? If I miss a trade, I didn't lose any money. If I miss a trade because my setup didn't form, I definitely didn't lose any money. If I miss this entry and it screams low, there's nothing wrong with my model. Nothing at all. But yeah, that's something that persons have to be comfortable with. What's the 4 AM price? 4 AM open is 12,173.2. Chris Laurie, this is my design. No flaw in the design. No money loss is a win. Yes. Do you remember that old post that you used to see on the internet that says you should either have a big win, a little win, or a small loss or break even? There should be no big losses. Persons don't talk about that anymore. Everybody has a strategy every day. There's a new strategy coming out every single day. And the funniest thing is, my model, while I did coin a lot of like parts of it, tailored to my personality, 4 AM and all of this wasn't created by me. This is public information. But, you know, persons are just looking for, you know, the persons who been doing it, been showing that they're doing it. And that's all that matters. All right, so let's analyze this price action. We have some random price level inside here. What time is this? Yeah, some random price level inside here. Bodies are respecting it. This red line is previous day's high. We're resting on previous day's high after the liquidity was taken. Is this trying to expand higher? We don't know, and we don't care. What's important for me is we just took out a couple short-term lows inside here, and we traded up and we tapped the FEG. So order of delivery. We took out lows, we traded it to a FEG. If this is overwhelmingly bearish for right now, why is this low still in the market? Why are we not expanding below this candle's low? So I could probably FOMO in right here. That's not happening, which means we're either being distorted or price is waiting for something else. What time is it? 8:50, almost 8:50. What's significant about 8:50? Nothing that I know of. Nothing that I know of. So why am I going to sit and think I missed the trade? Maybe the time is not right. I already identified the price. Maybe the time is not right. Just relax. 10 minutes time. 9 o'clock. What could happen today? What did the news say? As a matter of fact, what's DXY doing? DXY bullishness. Going for this high. Beautiful stuff. Retracements below this low should be met with support ideas. So either right here, this down candle, or higher. Below here, no. Specifically, don't try to fill in this. Just leave it alone. 40 minutes to open. Oh, you mean what's it called again? 9:30. Equity is open. Let's talk about this setup right here. What if we don't retrace higher? How do you learn from this? Let's say we missed the trade and it plays out. How do you learn from this? Note what you see. 4M open, efficiently delivered price action, order block, imbalance stayed open, and price ran away. That's enough for a journal entry. So whenever you see it again, if it forms, you'll recognize it. Or the next time you see it and you don't trust it, don't enter your full position here. Enter half, enter quarter. Lower risk for a lower quality setup. Ideal entry would have been right here. 4M open right here. The order block is above it. Price is tapping 4M. That's what I was saying. FEG here, it's staying open. If price crashes lower, which it shouldn't in my opinion, I think we should try to take out any short-term highs inside here, which makes this run even better for me. The only thing about this setup right now I don't like is because I looked at DXY. DXY is retracing now. Let's see if DXY can wick below here. There's no range to measure on this. How many persons would have probably FOMO'd into a trade already? I would enter opening price of this candle. This is what, the 8:15 candle open. I don't want to sell that mechanically as Nasdaq, as DXY is trading below that 50 level. Would you say your model is a bit complicated? Nope. It's only complicated because you don't know what my model is. You've known the aspects I've shared on YouTube. My model is relatively simple. And how simple is it? Daily order flow is bearish. At 8 o'clock, I start looking for an order block to be created. Order block gets created. I wait for the low to be traded through. Low is traded through. I'm waiting for a retracement to enter. No retracement, don't enter. That is a model by itself. That simple. All you have to do is manage the risk around it. One loss shouldn't say, sick of this. And one win isn't going to say, this is the best model in the world. All right, there's that push below 50. Get ready to sell this open. Maybe I could tag in on the low. Who knows? There's beauty in simplicity. If this, then that. If it drops from right here, 855, I'm going to be crushed because I want the open price. But I'm not going to FOMO in. Me, personally. Could have entered with a smaller risk. But what kind of habit am I building if I do that? Pigs usually get started in the middle. You know the rules. You know the rules. I feel like this is toying with me.
Yo, just go on with it, man.
I feel like, I mean, 20 points for a stop is perfectly fine in my book.
You know, I
And
just have a feeling that I just trade the order block and loans too.
what time is it? Still early. At 8:58. I want the entry to form. Chandra Kesha as usual. All right. There we go. So I got a limit got tagged in.
I mean, right, if front it there, so still no, but still.
No,
If I get
risk
the
is
entry.
managed. Risk is managed. Waiting for 8:58. So this entry, perfectly fine in my book. Times it. M5. All right. Let's see if my 20-point stop is enough to keep this guy away. At 9:30, it would be really nice. I heard that. It'd be really nice if we are below these lows at 9:30. $9.30 in deep premium after buy side is run opens the door for one of two scenarios: fast move or chop. And there we go now, 8:58. So now when this M5 candle closes, we need to be below this order block, that gray box. Those are the if this then that scenarios. There's nothing significant at 9 o'clock. What are the time ranges you usually look back to? What do you call it? What do you mean time ranges? to enlighten me. Previous day's range is 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Any high or low formed outside of that period to me is irrelevant. Which is why I'm specifically glad that we rated previous day's high inside here. How far have we moved so far?
Top that week that were there by top, it just got just below it.
Oh. And what's that? 210. Algorithmic theory. 210 would be the perfect trade. What invalidates this trade? The high. The high. Taking my stop out at the high with a close. M5 closing above that high means get out of here. At 8 a.m. when look back starts, what do you look at between 8 to 16? I mean 4 to what? I don't know, something about that question seems strange, to say the least. Do you have 4 a.m. and 4 p.m. marked out from previous days, like for example this week? So my indicator marks out 4 a.m., 4 p.m. and a couple of the key times every single day. Every single day. Tuesday to today, do you have 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. marked out from previous day? I don't know if this is the ideal answer, but every single day, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. is marked out on my charts with an indicator. There are a couple other things that it marks out as well. And I'm just going to get questions if I put them on. That's why I'm doing this manually. Why you use 5 minutes? That's 8:58. I was looking for something specific to happen at 8:58. Something very specific. No, XX58. No. It's a concept called change in the state of delivery, but 8:58 alone will not tell you what it is. I was basically looking for change in the state of delivery at 8:58. Did I get it? Yes. There's a high created at 8:57 and market ran that high. So now just waiting for the expansion. I think it's recorded. Yes. What is yes? That's a random comment. Where is that speed that I want? Pretty sure DXY is already moving. So why is NAS being held? Yeah, see? DXY is moving. Why is NAS being held?
It's all on the youths, man. It's a test.
Huh?
It's all on the youths.
Projection levels are 12 to 10. I'd rather not see 12 to 10 get traded to, but It is what it is. Yes, Kev. Yes, Kev. Mr. Williams, yes, it's recorded. Yes, it is recorded. Micro, I only want to understand if it's possible to figure this out by understanding price delivery or you need input from. So I don't think it's something you can figure out. You have to be exposed to the information because it's very specific. So my thought process right now, we've taken previous day's high. This guy is probably going to stop me out. But we've taken previous day's highs. Forget about the trade. We've taken previous day's high. Order block has been formed, validated, market structure shift, and we're retracing. DXY confirmation is there. What would they be doing right here? Probably looking for early sellers. But in this case, I would say early sellers are already gone. Where would the early sellers come from? Asian, over here. They're already taken out. Trying to sell retracements, stops above here. They're taken out. So there's nothing to do, in my opinion, than to be fast. Grabbing more liquidity. No. I don't think so. This becomes the most important part of this price action for me, apart from what invalidates the setup. All right, so that definitely stopped me out at 12,204. How will you failure swing? No, I don't think so. As long as we don't close above, I'm gonna sell it again here. Keep my stop above 12,210, which it should have been. Above that, and I wait, or I'm done. But there's nothing bullish about this based on my model. And somebody probably thinking about a sponsored leg. All right, somebody. Leon said no. If Leon said no, then it's a no. But there's blind. If a news move is erased, you consider it as manipulation. What was the news move? The news was at 8:30. Right here. There is no move. Last area of order flow would be this high. This high is still a lot. Well, inside here, the last area of order flow. This holds no real significance. Just a correlation crack. DXY going higher, NAS going higher. I don't recall seeing that. Correlation crack. Where did my analysis go? Oh, I was like, what? What is this waiting for though, man? What is this waiting for? Can't be 9:30. You consider sell more. Leon with the madness. This market trying to make me look bad. I think gold gave no, not trading gold. Me and a friend of mine have made a concerted decision to stay away from gold. Right, Chris Laurie? Let's play a little bit of madness. Looking like this. Not see it for what it is. Now we wait. Nine, 10. All right, so this M5 candle. This M5 candle should be the last one to either confirm or invalidate my setup. Not about to fight Nas when there's a crack. And the XY starts moving lower. All right, cool. So I'm gonna just call myself wrong right now and not fight this. Not going to look for longs, not going to try to sell it. Just going to wait for what's happening here. And the XY out of nowhere just dropped. This is where your rules play the most important part of your trading. Not jumping to go along, not continuously clicking sell. Just waiting. We're still having up candles highs being traded through. Right? And I'm bearish. So I want to see evidence that price wants to take the low of an up candle. When that happens, I get interested in looking for another entry. If that doesn't happen, I just sit here. So I took 2 losses so far. All good. Probably one of the best things about having small stops. Just one good trade and the loss never happened. Unless you have an ego, of course. How many people know the macro information? The macro information, that's a broad statement. Yeah, ICT mentioned quite a lot of macro information lately. Quite a lot of them. After let's not get into who said it first, because I don't want to get shot. For all intents and purposes, I just know 2 macros. Offset and the other one. Take off. So again, see if I can provide some live commentary on this. Notice you wanted to short, and since it traded above the order block, price has not taken any up candles lows. So while it's easy to think that just selling into the move is going to give you a good entry, confirmation first. You can get a sniper entry after confirmation. So trade below, up candles low. DXY, move that over here. I can't reasonably say that this is far-fetched because it's a big FEG and dipping inside that is perfectly fine. This is what I don't want it to come back to. I don't want to see it come back to here. So I'll entertain waiting for more shorts unless DXY gets below here. So now it's just a waiting game. Patiently waiting for confirmation to enter. Again, if no confirmation, you just end the day with 2 losses. Wouldn't that be better than blowing your account? I think so. Somebody's probably thinking, on another time frame, there's something that looks clear and obvious, and how could I not see it? I don't use every single time frame to analyze. Leon with the jokes. I think it's a silly thing, really, when you take a trade and you win it. You know, you find no flaws in your model, but the moment you get a loss, you want to change something. No. Do you see the delivery from 520 to 720 to be a touch? That one not. Where is 520? I don't think I fully understand your question. If you're asking if I think this is going to get run, I do. I'm bearish. If this screams higher, my daily order flow is still bearish. It just means that I went short, trusting my model, and I took a loss. Well, 2 losses. Just waiting for it to trade below up candle to get interested. Why you don't want to trade gold? No specific reason. We just decided not to. I traded NAS all day yesterday. 1 pair, 101 scalps. It was fun. Seeing price go bullish would change your bias to invalidate a long setup. Something a normal do to enter a long. I'm not going to long this. Because if I was going to long again, my upside draw would be daily high. There are ways that I could frame potential upside draws if I'm bullish, but I'm not bullish. So if it screams higher, I took a loss today and I missed that move. Happens a lot. Yeah, 101 trades yesterday. It was an account flip. Outside of options expiry week, my goal is not to go in the market and milk it. Options expiry week is when I'm actively trying to make sure that all my bills are paid and all the money is made. Every week outside of that, I'm just flipping accounts, training. Something I enjoy doing. No, Leon. No, Leon. Pause advertising. Trading is fun. Trading is fun. Trading is even more fun when you're making money. So how can I make sure that I keep making money so I enjoy trading? Because once you're not enjoying it, you're going to be quitting. Create rules, stick to them. That sounds So simple. Why is everybody not doing it? Everybody knows that they should be doing it. I guess I'm distracted. Distracted. That's why they say you have to know yourself to master trading. You have to. What's the theory behind 5-minute time frame? I don't know. There's nothing significant about 9:10, and the 8:58 was just an example of changing the state of delivery. That's all. There's no magic. Don't overthink it. Don't go opening rabbit holes that don't need to be open. Yeah, that rabbit hole will send you nowhere fast. All right, let's get this party rolling. This is now 12:20, 12:20. It's about 70 points, which means OB validated. I can get 50. No rush, no fuss, no muss. What are you specifically looking at right now to short? I want to see a change in the state of delivery. I don't have an order block up here. I don't have a PD area right here. The only thing that would exist up here for me would be a projection level, which I don't have on. That's the only thing that would be up here for me. So a change in the state of delivery means I want to see, let me take this off. I want to see up candles, lows being traded through. Way before thinking about time, way before thinking about anything else, I want to see that much. If we don't see it, don't enter again. Don't click on pray. Well, I am not going to click on pray. Projection is 1. What's the price? Amit. Of 222. Already gotten there. But there's no change in the state of delivery. Right, but no success. Yeah, I got stopped too. I got stopped twice. I look for confirmation in 5 minutes. Just my model. I'm transitioning from a scalper to an intraday trader. So moving up from M1 to M5 and still sticking with the daily narrative. That's all. Those cells, I'll take and pray. All good, all good. Intraday is the way. Still no confirmation. I haven't seen one single up candles low being traded through. When you get your CS then M5, do you enter At a touch of the up candle, I get traded back to. Both, either the up candle's low or the opening price should be fine for an entry. The only thing that you have to do, in my opinion, is manage the risk. If you know that you're entering at the low and the open is a little bit higher, don't put your full lot there. Don't put your full lot there. The waiting part of trading is so boring and long, but it's necessary. Can't leave the scalper realm. You don't have to. You don't have to. Holding is only hard if you're watching the charts. You set your stop loss and you take profit, and you tell yourself, I'm only going to check the chart every 30 minutes. And or you set price alerts. What if it gets to the price when you're not looking? Just price alerts. I don't have any fancy anything that tells you that this is a 85% win rate strategy. I don't think none of that is meaningful. I think it's all pointless. Only thing that's important is your approach. Every day, what do you do? I do this first and then that. If this doesn't happen, I do this. That's the only thing. And well, that's, in my opinion, right? Not financial advice, the best way to gauge your progress. You've been trading for 6 months. You have a model. You have winning trades, you have losing trades. Assess yourself. Assess your performance. Those things are necessary. Assessing your performance is absolutely necessary because you want to know, even though this is my model, am I sticking with it? How many times are you bearish, but you go to a lower time frame and there's a buy setup, and you put all your money on the buy setup, and then you get stopped? Happens quite a lot. So does that mean that your model is wrong? No, it means that you're not managing yourself properly. So manage yourself properly. You have to, that's why journaling is important, in my opinion. So no intention to close below up candle or even trade below up candle. So this is the part where we just sit and wait. $9:30 coming out shortly. What if 9:30 drops too fast for it to get an entry? No big deal. Someone said DXY traded through the volume imbalance you highlighted. All right. So we're back to doing nothing. Delivery is unclear. I still believe that on principle, NAS should be bearish, but there is no setup. The only setups I saw, I took a loss. They have a book of no. I'm just a regular trader. I'm just a regular trader sticking to my rules. I'm just the guy that follows my rules because I know that they work, versus somebody who allows emotions to take over and they don't follow their rules. Lots of us like that. I was talking to somebody yesterday when I mentioned that Tom Dante said in one of his tweets, his edge is the fact that he does what the next guy knows that he should. Everybody has a rule, you know what your rule should be, but you break them. So you give away your edge. My edge is trusting my rules. Win or loss. Can't move the price with your mind. Funny. $9.30 in about 25 seconds. Trading through these gives me the confidence that we're bearish, but I still want to see them reclaim here and lower. My eyes is still on this order block. If this, then that. If that, I enter. If not, I leave it alone. No overthinking. Time manipulation of yesterday. Time manipulation video was the beginning. 9:30. First M5 as usual. Allow the first M5 to be choppy. Don't chase it in the first M5. Yeah, it's on YouTube. All right. So first willingness to trade below up candles low. First 1 minute, absolute madness. Going into the second minute, still absolute madness. Only thing of significance for me is the fact that we are trading below up candles lows. So FEGs over here. Let's see if this candle can close below FEGs. Trading below this is just perfection, right? Absolute perfection. But this M5 candle being below these FEGs on this run up should be good. But again, it's the first M5. I'm in no rush to enter. There's no FOMO. I want to recover the losses, but I'm not going to guess. Right, looking good, looking good. It's just the first M5 as well. You didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. Somebody FOMO in, probably Nate. Probably is not on the call.
Yeah, man, me substitute for Nate today. I'll be Nate's substitute. I'm in that shit.
No problem, no problem. On M5, there's no confirmation to enter yet. Mark probably in. Aaron, Mark. I figured. I think I've seen you guys trade enough to understand. You probably went short after we traded below this on M1. Oops, why did I use that? On M1, after we traded below this, that's when you probably went short. Like, no, on M1, there's more than likely an entry forming to go short. That's the highest closing up candle. And we traded below its low. So order flow switching to being bearish. Makes sense. I love it. M1 entries are forming for the M1 scalpers. But something about the M5 gives me confirmation that I love. That's the difference between scalping and intraday for me. On M1, confirmation is good enough to enter and take a trade. On M5, confirmation is good enough for me to hold in line with the narrative. So in a perfect world, the next M5 candle wicks back above that and gives me an entry, and that's enough to go short. So 30 more seconds, and I want to sell into the high of the next M5 candle. Perfectly fine if you went short, perfectly fine. All right, we're back inside the order block now. I'd love to see them reclaim the order block. As I mentioned earlier, still the first M1. Let me clarify what a reclaimed order block looks like. A reclaimed order block looks like this. One sec, let me grab the drawing tools. Let's say you have a high and an order block forms right there, and you expect price to fall like this, but there is no market structure shift. So what happens is it gets rated, then we trade below, and it reclaims it, and it's almost as if all of this didn't happen. Sure, no problem, no problem, no problem. Extended OLR. The macro is it's no mac. It's the macro. It's not a macro mystery time. It's not like that. Not like that. It's not like that at all. All right, I traded below the order block again. I am fully bearish. Fully bearish. The understanding though is that think of macros like functions. Think of them like functions, right? There are specific windows of time that we, let's say, run liquidity or rebalance, right? There's a rebalance in macro, there's a liquidity on macro. All you have to do is, it's really tough having these conversations without just giving it all away, to be honest. But all we have to do is just look at windows of time. Where does price trade to? Try to look for windows of time where the market only runs the FVG. Start there. There is a window of time where every single day we tap a FVG and then we run away. Literally. That's 50. Oh, you guys got my 50-point short. All good. As long as they don't take this and they retrace, I'm interested. I'm interested. I could get 50 from that to that. So the random times. First M5 candle about to, well, second M5 candle about to close. Oh, a macro kicking in soon. Macro kicking in soon. So you guys are funny. Yes, soon. The thing is, I'm I'm not a guru, guys. I'm not anything like that. I know it's cool to say that persons are guru and all that. I'm just a trader, and I'm sharing my process. That doesn't make me better than anybody. That doesn't make me superior. That's just it. So I have nothing to like push on you. Just telling you what I do and why I do it. This order book being validated and reclaimed right now is good. I like it. I really like it. But something about this M5 says wait. Any adding to your positions here on retrace? Yeah, I would. I would retrace here. I would add positions here. In a perfect world, let's clear that. This FVG can be tapped but not filled. Tapped but not filled. That would be ideal, because then we start getting speed. So no bodies up here would be good. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I'd add in this order block right now. Remember, this is now the reclaimed order block. This is now the reclaimed order block. Give me my 50. Now there's no macro at 7 to 720. But interesting times though. Interesting times. I'll say that. The target is speed through this low. I want to see this low get demolished. Confirmation or low hanging objective is this low. Once we close below here, there should be no need to look higher again. Are we not in a bullish DR at the moment? Why?
Yo, somebody just read this DR up on the call a while ago.
Don't look at market structure over everything else. Order flow is king. What's the daily order flow? Start there, and you could start looking at good setups that you expect to fail. Seriously. If you just trade patterns and patterns only, when you win, you win. When you lose, you manage the risk, which is fine. It's perfectly logical to do that, because then you could create your fancy statistics and say my win rate is this and that and all that good stuff. But whenever you look at order flow over everything else, right?
Yes, I put in my FX book.
Yeah, right. And look at the order. I don't know, the trading space has made such validity from my FX book that everyone just wants a my FX book that shows statistics, and then they want to do something. I don't know. Order flow is over is king. What if you see a bullish setup and a bearish setup in the same day, and you want to hold one of them? How do you determine which one to hold? Bearish order flow. Well, not bearish order flow, the order flow of the day. So if you're leaning on the order flow because it's logical. Why not say order flow is bearish? There are logical longs. I don't want them. Where would the longs be offset? Where would somebody long take profit? That's where I want to look for my entries. Momentum seems to come in now. Can you explain? Can I explain? No, I can't. I don't know everything. I'm not a know-it-all. Yeah. I'm just a guy. Just a guy who trades. Me and Chris Laurie. Just a local man. Those that you struggle with that right now, actually. What's that? What do you struggle with? Trust in your order flow or not? I don't know what TOT means. Or is that time of trade? Can I trust my setups? Rules. You have to start with rules. Am I taking my setups based on logical rules? If this, then that. All right. Take a look at this trade for example. Way before the candle sprint, all of that madness, we identified this candle, and this was what we wanted to trade. Followed the rules, took a loss. No big deal. I don't switch time frame to validate why I lost because my model has worked so many times. Trading above prior to 9 o'clock, 9:30, I felt like this was madness. So entertain the idea of reclaiming this order block. Order block is being reclaimed. Why would I? I've already recovered the loss. I already scalped and recovered the loss. So my objective is now below here. When you see exit liquidity, to you, is that a high probability reversal? Okay. What is exit liquidity? Exit liquidity should be an engineered pool of liquidity used to offset existing positions. So if the market's bearish and we're trading lower and price starts making lows and not raiding those lows, it's very logical exit liquidity is being built. Come to Danny. There you go. Where's Danny? Danny probably not on the call. When looking for daily order flow, I tend to mix up structure, liquidity, and imbalance when it starts to get messy. Any advice? So usually when you go to a daily chart, the first thing you see in terms of directional bias is usually correct. So you open the chart, you see 5, 6 candle trading higher. Okay, assume it's bullish. If it's bullish, where's the drawn liquidity? Find that. Then look for confirmation. If this is the drawn liquidity, what would I want to see when price gets here? Then from there, it's trusting. Just trusting your model. Does order flow change with CSD? No. Market structure shift will change the order flow. CSD just changes the delivery. So the order flow can be bearish, and right now we're trading higher. The state of delivery is on buy side. That's all. Oh, this is really doing one of them things today. $10 o'clock becomes the line in the sand when price action is like this. Would I short this? Yeah. I would. 10 o'clock now becomes a line in the sand. At 10 o'clock, let's put a line for 10 o'clock. Price been up here at 10 o'clock. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. things like that is when you start saying, I don't know what's happening. Price is being manipulated. We're in a distortion because it doesn't suit the ideal conditions, and then you walk away. Most persons find that hard to do because they've never defined what a high probability setup looks like. They've never defined that I want to see this, and I'll put maximum risk on. You don't have that one setup where you decide, sell the house, sell the car, put it on the trade. When you have that, then life becomes a little bit easier. That's when if this then that approaches triumph. So this is the FVG that I would have wanted no bodies above. Price is running pretty deep inside it. My first expectation is to not close above it because I don't want no bodies up there. Bodies up here doesn't make sense for bearish continuation. So I'm not form fitting, I'm not overthinking. I'm saying for what I see to be valid and me to be comfortable, we shouldn't do this. If it does it, stay flat. At the moment, I can't see a reason for price to go higher. I can't see a reason for price to retrace higher. I'm fully bearish. So if everything in my model says I'm fully bearish, what do I expect? Time to align with my bias. Once time aligns, I expect speed. Speed. So now, in a retracement condition, after this is validated, that FVG no longer holds any significance, and the low of this candle that traded higher into the FVG holds all the significance. If we get below here, we should not come back. We should not come back. So that this is now the line in the sand. It's almost like looking for OB to be validated for internal liquidity, because this is a pool of internal buy-side liquidity. What? Yeah. Internal buy-side liquidity. So now we talk about managing a potential trade. Let's say you're in this trade already. Let's say you just got in. How would you manage? Well, since I believe that in my model, if we take here, there should be no reason to go higher, I will assume and accept risk while we're here. So let me put that FVG on to. Let me use this one. Doesn't matter if you use that or not. Once we're here, I'm comfortable sitting patient, keeping in mind where is this setup invalidated, and now waiting for managing this position once you get below here. With a close below here, risk comes off. With a trade below here, like a wick, anticipate a retracement. After the retracement and we expand, risk comes off. So two scenarios. Immediate close, risk comes off. Wick and a pullback, anticipate the retracement. Then once it takes here again, risk comes off. Then you start thinking about partials. Where are logical low-hanging objectives? Here, whenever new lows are being created, that's it. Whenever new lows get created, take partials. So once your first partial is going to be taken, you're risk-free already. If you go risk-free and price spike randomly and stop you out, then that's a risk-free trade that you lost. So you don't hold on to a losing trade longer than you should, and you don't form fit and pray. But yeah, just keep it logical when you're trading. It's not about being right. It's about managing risk around the logic. So what's the logic? That's what you need to pay attention to. If the OB is being reclaimed, why did you expect price trade into the FVG? because we have buy side liquidity resting above an order block. Would you reasonably sell an order block with liquidity above it and put your stop in up there? And you're asking to get taken out. Which means I am still bearish. There's nothing that I've seen so far that says I should be bullish. I get it wrong sometimes, right? I get it wrong sometimes. But when I get it wrong, and when I get it wrong, it's usually clear why I got it wrong. Something happened that was outside of normal delivery. So order block validated, market structure shift, and we still got a raid again. Random time, nothing significant. Yeah, that's out of the norm. Those losses, you accept them, you own them. Own those losses. No, I don't like this because we've closed above this. But wait for 10 o'clock to confirm. A 10 o'clock spike should be beautiful. 10 o'clock open should be sensitive. No form fitting, no praying and hoping, just logic. Would I enter right here? No. Would make sense for me to enter here if I'm getting a close above this. So I go back to waiting. You look at ESNYM. No, I don't. Do we? I don't look at ESNYM. Trading is already hard. I don't do anything that makes it harder. Analyzing 5, 6 different time frames. No. That's a no. Analyzing or validating every single move. No, that's madness. If I have rules and it's playing according to my rules, manage risk. If it's not, wait. So you don't go to the chart and frame bullish or bearish. It's just about confirmation. Order flow is bearish. What confirm that I can go short? I'm very interested in why we're staying right here. Very, very interested. It is. One of the good things about being confident enough to say that price action is crappy on a particular day is knowing what your ideal price action looks like. If you don't see the ideal price action, just walk away, man. That's it. That is it. Or wait and watch time. Let them do what they're doing. Always know why you lose, right? Do I always know why I lose when I lose? Not always. On a case like this, why is price chopping here? I don't know why it's chopping here. So I took losses today and I didn't know why. But because of my rules, I'm fine. If you don't validate why you win, don't validate why you lose. Let the rules do that. And if the rules need fixing, fix the rules. Gold clean zoom M5. Can you go over and explain it in more details? Gold. I think I have gold on the list. What's clean about this? These lows, this candle, this entry. That's the only thing I see here. Just on principle. These lows, this candle, these entries. Nothing to go over if you know the model, because you correctly said it was a zoom model. So you don't need me to validate it. You know what you're looking for. You're fine. Almost 10 o'clock. Can we get Nas leaving all of that choppy price action and be done? Look at Nas. Okay, so we're getting some speed, getting some movement. Not enough yet. 10 o'clock. This is when I want to see it. And 10 o'clock is still up here. So at 10 o'clock, when we look back, if we think algorithmically, this becomes the highest up close candle because this becomes irrelevant. I'd want to see this up candle push price lower. This is a short I'm willing to take. And this will be my last trade of the day. For now, at least. Being realistic. Haven't checked my DMs in however long we've been on this call. Bam, bam. Okay. I've been patiently waiting. If you do open a mentorship to more people, do you post on Telegram and Twitter or Twitter? What do you mean? As in, if I'm going to post that, hey guys, mentorship is open, come and join. Don't expect that anytime soon. I need to take care of my eyes. It's one of the reasons why, separate and aside from the fact that persons are impersonating me, one of the main reasons is that I don't feel like I'm taking enough care of my eyes. And health must go in line with wealth. So taking most of February to develop a routine where I take care of myself. Yeah, I got about like 4 or 5 of them. I have one on right now. It's working, but then again, someone said I'm just not blinking enough. So that could be the case. You know, you're staring at charts. But for the guy that asked, if I was to consider, because this is probably my last year, if I was to consider adding anybody else, it's going to be somebody who's sufficiently knowledgeable with the stuff I share, so you'll require less time. Right? Hand holding is not something I'm a fan of. I believe that everyone should be independent. You shouldn't rely on your mentor. You could check for confirmation and guidance, but the bulk of the work should be done by you. So somebody who's, let's say, finished the OB model playlist, understand it. Maybe you've reached out to me with questions about all of that. If I got a DM from somebody that says, hey, I watched the OB model playlist, I took these trades, these won, these lost, this is what I'm studying, help me with this. And I say, let's hop on a call, because I hop on a random calls with people that are not in my group many times. We hop on a call and we talk about stuff and I give you some advice, and then from that, I believe that you're doing enough work on your own. I'd accept you. Spoiler alert, yesterday I accepted somebody because of that. That's it. But yeah, I'm not in the process of hand holding. I'm not a guru. I'm just a guy trying to help persons see what I see. That's all. Don't think that, you know, I'm the know-it-all with all the information. Me? No. I just have a kish laugh. Let's get back to the analysis. What's happening here? 10 a.m. showing up for work. First M5 candle down. I want to see willingness to get below here. Remember this line on why it's there. Once you get below that on a closing basis, you can remove risk. If we wick below that, wait for the retracement and then remove risk after that candle's low is being taken. So now it's just a relax. We have after about 20 seconds until the candle closes. We're already seeing a willingness to expand below it, and that's good. So if you took a loss with me, then you took a one with me. I said a one. If you took a loss with me earlier, you took a win with me now. We're fine. So we closed below it. Did we? No, we didn't. We wick below it. So allow for potential retracement and then wait for new lows. If new lows and no retracement, heavy partials. Heavy partials. But anticipate the retracement. Don't fear it. Don't start closing when it starts retracing. That's a bad habit to develop. We try to not exit when it's coming back. You exit when it's moving forward to get the best out of the trade, unless you have a mechanical TP. Somebody said they just closed. Perfectly fine. That's about, if you entered when I said I was going to take the risk here, not maybe not the best trade. Where is the, I'll grab the good old guru tool. Let's say my stop was above at Shanghai, or let's say there, and we're looking at a trade idea. Let me move the line 1 sec. It's distracting. And we're looking at this for best case scenario. This for first partials. At first partial, you're almost up 2R. Second partial is there. Final target is there. So now we're expanding through here, making new lows. Nobody should have risk on. You should be partialed out. You're cracking me up. You're cracking me up. But yeah, that's it. I don't think we need, well, I'm gonna wait until we get here before I end this stream, and then I'll post it later. But there we go. Manage your trades properly. So I'm gonna pull the RR. 3R, perfection. You should be partial out heavy here. I'm partial in heavy here. I'm partial in heavy here. So partials break even here, guys. I guess we can end the stream.
Jaja, want to make it.
Make it. Somebody wanted, I think, a couple to I guess pass their challenge. I think that should be enough. And yeah, remember, I'm not a guru, just a guy trading. And enjoy the rest of your day. Final objective again for the day
That, man.
is right there. This is a solid 5-hour trade. You're better than half of the gurus.
It's a good piece of weight. This still in my youth.
Trading is about moving the money from the patient to the impatient. So yeah, as a guru, guys, I want to say peace out. Thank you for joining. Buy my course.
On guru.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Kish.
We'll
Cheers,
talk in the
cheers.
chat. All right, cool.
Bye.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.